We must do something, and we need to do it now. We need to work together. Now is the time to warrior up and empower each other to take a stand for our planet.
They say that tougher gun laws do not decrease gun violence. We call BS!
Thousands of people die with no action, and now we're here to change that.
Our climate is breaking down. Children like me are giving up their education to protests.
We will continue to be on the streets until we see some change, because we need a leader that is actually going to take action.
Hundreds of thousands of school kids around the globe have participated in their own local school strikes for the climate.
We're rising, and we're not going to stop rising until climate is treated like the emergency that it is.
I'm going to keep on doing this work for the rest of my life.
People are listening. There is something about a young face of the next generation that may cause people to listen differently, more closely.
Now that we've seen the passion, power, and urgency of the youth movement, let's take a closer look at how youth activists achieve their goals. In the following modules, we will hear from our youth collaborators and experts on ways to create sustainable change, including changing the system, telling powerful stories, joining forces with allies, and measuring success. Policy is power when we are able to shape policies in a way that serves us and our communities. A policy is a set of ideas or plans by governments or organizations that is used as a basis for making decisions. How those decisions affect youth and well-being is what Agenda Gap is all about. Changing the system means enacting policies that address the gaps positively, like lowering the voting age, guaranteed income, or free access to healthcare, and protesting policies that harm, like police wellness checks, criminalizing protest, and racial profiling.
I think there's more people becoming aware of systemic issues and a lot of issues that relate down, especially like to mental health.
Youth are embedded in places where policies can make a big difference. Youth involvement can happen at a small level in terms of your school, but as you branch out into the wider world, you start to see that you can actually get involved by talking to people who have been elected for their city.
When I got to high school, that's when I really saw that there was a lot which I could, help to change, like working on policy and getting engaged in your own society, your own legal systems, and using the knowledge of everyone else around you and experiences of everyone else to really do that.
When young people are engaged in policymaking, when they feel like they're part of the change that they want to seek, they start to have really good outcomes for themselves. Their mental health improves. They should have a vote at 16 is really, really important. We should be thinking more intentionally as a country about how we can more strategically engage young people in decision-making and policy-making at various levels.
Even though youth can't fill out a voting ballot, they can still get involved in many ways.
No matter what anyone says, no matter who they are, you always do have a voice.
You're never too young to do anything. There's no boundaries to anything and what you can achieve.
That young people really want to leave a better world because they have to live in it, but they also want to leave a better world for future generations.